Hey, what's up, everybody? Ryan Newpel here, USA Wager Show, coming at you on Thursday, September 2nd. Super excited to be here once again. We really appreciate everybody tuning in, talking U.S. betting industry. You know what we do. We cover the headlines. We talk the news. We talk about what is going on in this crazy but exciting industry, the sports betting industry. So today, I have on a guest that I've had on a previous show before. But I have Rob Phythian with me. Rob, the CEO of SharpLink. How are you today, Rob?
I'm good, Ryan. It must have been okay the last time around. You asked me back.
Hey, you checked off all the boxes on the first show, so we're going to the second one. But I really appreciate your time today, Rob, and I'm super excited to hear what SharpLink's up to and what you guys are up to.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's as everyone knows in the U.S. marketplace, the football betting time is when you can really make your hay. And as the states come online more and more, this should be a really interesting fall, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun fall, and I can already tell the excitement around just the industry in general. Like, there's always excitement around football, but the general excitement around the industry is booming right now, and everybody's itching for football, and it's just it's a great time of year. I'm super excited. But Rob, first, I know really high level. I don't want to get into the whole story and everything on this one. They can listen to the Noob Sports Show for that one, but I want to hear a little bit. What is SharpLink? Tell us a little bit about what you guys do and what your company does.
So the phrase, the marketing people always try to come up with a good phrase, and the one we're using is the bot behind the bet. And so there's really a lot of audience in the U.S. That hasn't been converted to sportsbook. Either they're in states that aren't legal, or they're in states that are legal and they've used offshore or a local bookie, and they're moving to the licensed regulated markets. And there's a lot of people making a move to book the bet. That's MGM, FanDuel, DraftKings, and that market wasn't what we were interested in. We were interested in the middle, connecting the audience to the book. Yeah. And so that's what SharpLink is. And so we try to work with the audience holders. That could be like PGAtour.com as a client of ours, NASCAR is a client of ours. Cool. We're talking to several other leagues and media companies about getting their sites ready to offer the right bet at the right time and geolocating the users in the right states that have that ability, and then sending them over to the sports books to make bets. So that's a service that the leagues and media like and the books like, because all boats are rising. So that's where our company sits, right in the middle.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, congrats on all the early success you guys have had. And I know, while you're here, you guys are growing. I mean, you're growing. There's big things happening, big things coming, I think, from SharpLink. So tell us a little bit about some of the news headlines that you guys may have had over the last month or so here with SharpLink.
Yeah, so we're 30 days into being public. So we actually reverse merged into an existing NASDAQ entity. Cool. And change the ticker symbol from MTSL to SBET. So now we're SBET on the NASDAQ. Nice. You can go look it up and see, right now where we're trading near $6 a share. And it's I'm a brand new CEO and my pedigree's always been private. So I'm learning as fast as I can. But we're out in the public markets. We really wanted to get out so that we'd have the ability to raise enough capital to really be a player in this space. And we thought that was the best way to do it. So the last 30 days, we've been a new publicly traded betting company.
And what is that like? I mean, how does that feel? I mean, that's a milestone for any company. I mean, for anyone to really be publicly traded and see their own ticker and the pricing and all that, that's a really cool feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a cool feeling. I was talking to my wife about it, and she goes, is anything different now that you went SharpLink private to SharpLink public? And I just looked at her and I said, I don't even know where to start. It's like there's so many different things. All I can tell you is I just keep surrounding myself with people. We've hired a new CFO. We've got a director of communications that all have public experience. So, I know the business cold, and I know the opportunity, and we're gonna succeed. But there's this layer of being public that we just have to keep surrounding ourselves with good people, and we're doing that.
SBET on the NASDAQ. I love that. That's really cool. And you bring up some great points. I mean, surrounding yourself with great people. I mean, it's a staple. I think we've talked about this before, but it's a staple in business. You got to have good people to really succeed and to go far. And so clearly you've done that up to today. So congrats on that.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I mean, then you transition over to what is the business model and how we're really going to succeed as SharpLink sits in the middle. The good news is this has all been done in Europe. So it's not like this betting market has brand new ideas and thoughts. There's a playbook that we can riff off of, and then adjusting that playbook for the US marketplace. That's where we shine, because a lot of people coming from Europe don't really connect to the US culture quite right. And I'll use an example. We couldn't bet in the US, so everyone played fantasy sports. And that was to the tune of 56 million, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's how we competed, played, socialized, and converting that audience into a betting audience. We have a leg up because we understand the customer and we understand how to connect with them. And a lot of people coming from outside the US don't quite understand that.
Sure.
And so that's one of our competitive advantages.
That's amazing. Well, Rob, I don't want to take a bunch of your time, but what else is coming? Any I'm sure you guys have more headlines. Anything you can leak yet, or are you guys a little under wraps with what's coming in the future for SharpLink?
So Ryan, I've been trained. I can't leak anything. It's like I can't give you any news that
Come on.
everyone else doesn't know about. What I can tell you is, you know as well as I do, with the multi-state rollout this year and next year, we're sitting at about 29% saturation in the U.S. for legal betting, according to population. And within the next 2 years, it'll be 70 or 80%. So, I mean, the message is it's early days. And as we roll out state by state and that population rises, that's going to be the marketplace that emerges for licensed legal sports betting. And we're going to be right there in the middle, converting.
Amazing. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see where you guys head and keep seeing the success and growth. And can't wait to see that NASDAQ SBET stock continue to rise. So, Rob, I will let you go. I really want to thank you for a little bit of time here and sharing the news with the USA Wager show audience here as well. So appreciate your time.
Ryan, thanks for having me. Have a good week, and good luck in the first week of the NFL season.
Absolutely. Win those fantasy, try to win those fantasy drafts, win a few bets, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you again, Rob.
All right, thanks.
Hey, that was Rob Phythian, CEO of SharpLink. He broke some news. You know that SharpLink went public. I know that wasn't breaking news, but he wanted to come on and talk a little bit about it here. SBET on the NASDAQ. Exciting news for Rob and the SharpLink crew. Thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. As always, I'm Ryan Newpel here, USA Wager Show. Until next time, everybody take care, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.